I'm Reinessa. I'm here at ESL1 New York for Rivalry, and I am here talking to Xizt from Team Fnatic. How are you today?
Feeling good, thank you.
All right, so we have an exciting media day here. I'm sure that's fun. You just had a fan signing. How did that go?
Yeah, it went well. There's a lot of fans here in New York, which is fun. They're all really passionate about the game, and yeah, it was fun.
And so here at ESL1 New York, you guys did something a little different. So you were this full Swedish team, and you brought in Scream. How did that affect the team dynamic?
Obviously, the communication is going to be harder. So that's the biggest problem for us. But he brings a lot of raw skill. His aim is really on point, and I think he played really well for us here. So yeah.
And so how do you feel about, we see in CSGO kind of these all-star rosters formed that are multinational, and then also, you know, other rosters just like what you guys were to be all Swedish. Do you feel like there's a strong advantage or preference for one or the other, or do they have their own strengths?
No, I think it's better to have a all-national team, a Swedish team, for example. I think the communication is going to be much better. Obviously, these like international teams, they only work if you have like a super team, like FaZe, for example. They have really good individual players, and I think that's what's winning them the games. I think you could make like a Swedish superstar team as well. So I guess that would be the best option.
Okay, so if there were, say, a Swedish superstar team, would you favor, when you are picking an in-game leader, would you favor someone who was mechanically amazing, or on that superstar team, would you still want someone who's better at tactics and maybe a little weaker mechanically?
I mean, the CSGO or CS in general has always been about team play and stuff like that, communication. So I think I would prefer that over anything else.
So we've seen a lot of people talking about the international for Dota 2 and kind of comparing what Valve did for Dota to what Valve isn't doing for CSGO. Do you miss out? Do you feel like you miss out on not having some kind of world finals event for CSGO?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching TI every year, I think. I'm a real big fan of that tournament. Feels like Valve just doesn't care about CSGO that much compared to Dota, which is sad. I think we have more viewers in CSGO, and feels like the community is bigger overall than Dota. So obviously, I would like to see a tournament like the International for CSGO. I think that's something that we're missing, that one really huge tournament per year.
And now another thing, if we want to talk about, you know, maybe Valve not putting in as much effort, there's not a ton of competitive maps. Do you feel like if there were more maps, you would see lower execution from all teams, or do you think it would add an even higher skill ceiling?
I think 7 maps is pretty good. I wouldn't want to change that up to add more maps, to be honest. I think they should change out the maps more often. So yeah, that's what I think.
Does it feel like it gets stale with the same 7 all the time?
It can be like that, but not really stale, I would say. I think there's always something new that you can do, except on a few maps maybe.
Well, we look forward to seeing what you guys can do new at your next tournament. So thank you for stopping talking with us. And stay tuned. We're going to play a little game and see how well he knows some more obscure parts of the CSGO maps.